What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome back to another Chicago Bears training camp recap video. The third day of training camp is officially wrapped up, and there's some news and updates to go over, so let's get into it. First things first, per usual, let's go over some injury updates that we have. And Josh Schrock on Twitter is reporting that Nasimba Webster and Noah Sewell were both not out there, but Gerald Everett was back at practice today, and Braxton Jones and TJ Edwards got more work today than they had in the previous two. So that's a great sign to hear that those guys are getting ramped up and should be back here rolling pretty soon. Nothing too alarming or concerning out of the injury report, which is always a great sign. And it's a pretty standard injury report, but I'm loving the fact that Gerald Everett is already back today after being placed on the NFI list just a couple days ago. I know some fans were pretty worried about that. From what it sounds like today was a pretty heavy defensive performance, with the defense getting a lot of pressure on Caleb Williams. Nicholas Moriano on X reported that Montez Sweat had created instant pressure on back to back plays. It's great to hear that Montez Sweat is getting back in the backfield, but it's also not a great feeling knowing that our offensive line is giving up pressure on Caleb Williams. But it is training camp, and that's kind of how it goes. It's a double edged sword with this kind of stuff, so you just kind of got to take it for what it is and be happy that they're making plays out there and don't get too worried about it. Speaking about Montez Sweat, I also just wanted to add in that Montez Sweat has been included into the NFL's top 100 players this year, which he came in at number 82, which is just awesome to hear that the Bears have another player in the top 100. Moving on to the 2 minute part of the practice, it sounds like the offense put together a nice drive where Caleb Williams connected with his big three receivers, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Rome Odunze, which they got Cairo Santos into field goal range, and that was considered a successful 2 minute drive for the offense, which is great to hear. I also like the idea that Caleb Williams is getting the ball to all of his receivers. He's not kind of just honing in on one receiver, he's spreading the ball out, which is awesome. Now, here's a pretty exciting report that's coming out of camp where Dan Wiederer has tweeted Caleb Williams still has a long way to go before becoming a top tier NFL quarterback. But man, oh man, some of the QB feel stuff he shows, yup, it's there. Specials in there. That's just exactly what you want to hear coming out of training camp. And it's even better that it's coming just 3 days into training camp. And hopefully he can keep it going and continue his development. That's going to wrap things up from Hallis Hall today. Pretty much not too much news, but it was good practice. Training camp number 3 is in the books, and thank you guys for watching. That's all today from Hallis Hall for training camp practice number 3. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button down below because it truly helps me out a ton, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another recap video.